Okay, so it's Thursday, the 17th, and it's 4 in the morning. And I got up. I don't know, last night was weird. Every night's weird. I'll even go over it. Every night's some weird shit. And last night there was this cricket in here, and it was just going to town. And I was just like, oh my God, the dread. Oh, I hope. Well, no matter what, if I have a new place, I mean, there could be bugs, but still, in the garage. And I had it open yesterday. Was it yesterday? I'm pretty sure I had it open for a while. And so this cricket creeped on in, and it was making so much noise. And so then I turned on the light because I wanted to look at something, and there he was, just sitting out in the open. So I gave him an eviction notice. I put a big bowl over him. So once it's light, I'm going to scoop him up and send him on his way. But he is a crazy looking motherfucker. Like, oh, he wasn't some little tiny cute cricket. He was crazy, huge, crazy looking. And, which also, my mom, this is so weird. This really trips me out. So, you might remember or might not. You may not have been around, but it was I don't think it was last summer. Maybe it was the summer before. I don't know. I'm lost in time. But my mom had wanted me to paint these flowers on her shed. So she wanted this mural of just a whole bunch of good flowers, and she went and got the colors she wanted and stuff. So I just went out and painted her some flowers on her shed. And in the mix, she wanted this just a black shadow of a cat, like a panther, walking through the flowers. So she wanted this really big black cat walking through the flowers. Then while I've been here, I've seen like she draws this big black cat all over the house, like this big black, and she has a lot of cats, and 3 of them are black, but this cat. And so anyways, the other day, or maybe a week and a half ago or something, this cat showed up. I had seen something, I just saw the edge of it running and going under this shed, and I thought it was like a Pomeranian or something as it went by. So I don't know if there's 2 cats out there or what. But then a few days later, I saw this big black cat out in the driveway just stretching, just like, hell yeah, just stretching like no big deal. And so I was watching it, and it was watching me, and it's just stretching, and then it moseys back under the shed. And so I told my mom, so she went down there, and so now, you know, we're feeding this cat, or feeding whoever's living under the shed. And it was so funny too, because yesterday, after I had fed him and stuff, and I guess they ate all, it shoves the dish out. It's like, done. More, please. And it's like, oh my God, this is so weird. And so anyways, I had my mom was coming back from lunch with her friend the other day, and she said that she saw the black cat walking around out there, and she said he's huge, because I said he looked really skinny when he was stretching, and she's like, he's huge. And so then I saw him. I was trying to think if I saw him another time or if it was just yesterday. It seemed like I saw him another time. But yesterday I went and walked first set of dogs, and then I came back to walk the second set, and on our way back up, that cat was just sitting out by the shed, just chilling. And as we walked up, I was looking at him, and his bright yellow eyes were looking at me, and I was like, I think he was maybe looking at the dogs, but it was like, that fucking cat is huge. And I swear to God, it just like made a snarl or something. I was like, I wonder if we've got a panther here now. If she's manifested a panther. What the hell is that business? That's weird. Everything is so weird. Maybe it's just the light reflecting in my head. What the hell? I wonder if you can see my aura around here. That is so weird. What is it coming? That light did that again yesterday in the tent. It lights up this one corner. Like there's a light on inside of it. It's the weirdest looking thing. But anyways, everything is weird. The moon, so fucking weird. It just goes wherever now. I don't know. It has no routine. It just is over here, over there, up here, up, down. It's just wherever. That is so weird. Maybe I have a little light on over there. Maybe it's making a reflection. So, I think my mom may have manifested a panther. And so I don't know. We'll see. But it definitely looked unusually big cat. And so I guess we'll just see if it keeps growing. If it's a panther, it won't fit under the shed after a while. I imagine it's going to climb the tree. So, I don't know. It's weird, too, because there's something about panthers that I had seen recently. It was, I don't even remember when. Maybe it was 6 months ago or something. And I saw this whole discussion of Black Panthers aren't real. And I've seen one. We had one at our house before. And in the comments, I saw a bunch of people that said that they had seen them in Texas and stuff. And that's where we were when we had one in our yard. But I don't know, where all they are, if there's something that came from a lab or something. I'm not sure. But anyways, now I'm really curious about this cat, and it just trips me out how she wanted this black cat painted around. Manifesting is real. Like, people don't get how real it is. Like, you put your energy towards things, which also, how it really is good that we have this retardation in our manifesting, because there's so many people focused on bad stuff that they would be just making all bad things happen to them, which that probably has something to do with what is going on too. But it was something the other day that I saw, and I was like, oh my gosh, people, like, if they were manifesting things real quick, they could just make things really horrible in their lives or something. Like, if they were, it's like the abilities that they have, or the magic that their tools that they own, then without them knowing how to use them, would be used against them. Kind of like if you had bought one of these and you thought, and you didn't really know much about it, and then you're going to go hand-to-hand combat with somebody who probably has used these a lot in order to save your life or something. And so it's kind of like having something that's powerful and not knowing how to use it right. And so that is like, there's kind of like this retardation in everybody's skills or gifts or whatever, because they don't know how to use them right, and it would be used against them, which I think on some levels that is how this place works, is how they use it against us. They set a tone or something, and then we create that world, but it's like they direct our vision because we are the creators. And shit, like, now I knew there was something fucking hokey with this shit, with this flying this damn dildo around town, was people saw the landing, all this shit, and they're like, that is total AI. When you see it, it is absurd. And the landing part that was on the live feed then exposed another stupid ass thing, because somebody inside the vessel, probably Katie, anxious to get out and start kissing the ground for her dramatic scene, somebody opened the door from the inside, and then the producer, whoever goes over, no, shut the door, it's got to open from outside. And they had to have this big drama of Bezos going over with the key to unlock it. And I was like, I guess I figured, well, only a few people saw it live. Well, they videoed it and shared it now, because that's the way things are going to go, because this is the awakening. This is the truth being shown. There's no more hiding the bullshit, like how they've been able to keep the moon landing, that absurd bullshit, and keep so many people believing it for so long. That is so weird. It's got to be something, because it seems like it moves with me, so it's got to be some kind of reflection with me. I don't think it's a separate entity over here just like, oh, I'm gonna mess with you. But they do fucking, like, fuck around. I swear to God, the shit is so insane. It's like you walk past something and it twists around you like 3 times. It's like, what is the chances of that? About 0. So it's just weird shit all the fucking time. Let me see back where I was. Of course, there's, stuff going with my family. And I've got to come to terms, apparently, that just in the same way that people wouldn't understand when I said I'm not having a medical intervention for any sickness, that I've got to learn to understand that that's their dependency. And it's just crazy. It's really crazy to watch this one situation play out, because now, no to the horse pays, nope. No no patches, no gum, nothing like that. And what was that one? This other stuff. I had thought of a code word, but now I'm like kind of slushy in it. I can't see it clearly. But anyways, the Fun Ben Old. So it's that is going to be the code thing for the other. It's like goat paste, let's say. And and I just started still on that, and it's like, I think it's 3 to 5 days, and it can either be 5, well, it can be 2.5, I think, even milligrams per kilogram, 5 milligrams per kilogram, 10 milligrams per kilogram, depending on what it is you're trying to get rid of. And so I put her right around like maybe 200 pounds. And so she's getting like, I don't know, 7 milligrams per kilogram, I think. I don't know. I was doing the math yesterday. But it has the weight thing on this because it's for a horse dosing. Even though this is typically, this concoction was used on other livestock. So, but it does in a lot of parasites and shit. So that stuff. So it's like 3 days on, or it's 3 to 5 days on, and then you like 3 to 4 days off or something, and then 3 more days or 5 more days, whatever. So I think we're going to do like 4 and then like 3 off and then 4, because you're supposed to get them when they hatch and whatnot. And then that's going to be the only treatment of that. I'm not going to keep going and keep going. And that's where I'm not sure on this, with the horse paste, the original over the, you know what I'm saying. Then, so there is all these people, apparently, I saw somebody talking about, there's all these people who have been taking it long term and have, are having issues. And even the girl who was the online content creator talking about it all the time, she's dead or something. And so, I don't know. I have no idea about, any of that stuff. But I had learned from somebody on here is you have to take a break from it. And so I've been, sometimes I had a break off of it just over finances, because it would be like she finished her thing and it wasn't payday for a while, so she would have a break. It wasn't like she was just doing it every day all the time. So but then somebody said you gotta take a break on it, so then I was a lot more mindful of like, oh, okay. And I don't remember what they said, and I don't remember whatever it was, if I was looking at, I don't remember, but anyways, I came to the, okay, so gotta take a break, and it could be causing her other issues. So then I think I did all of us a day or two last month, because there's a lot of people who do it like once a month. And so, I mean, everybody's got to figure out their own. I don't even know if I would do it once a month, but right now we're around all these cats. And cats carry a lot of parasites. And then other dogs and stuff. So it just seems like a good idea to get rid of all of the gunk, as it comes in. So, and then I think me and the little dogs, we 1 or 2 days or something. And I think Stella, I did her like 3 days or something. So just one thing and we all split it. And so I don't remember, I think I had another one, but I've just been using it on her sore. And so now she's starting this stuff. But I also ordered the CHDI. So that stuff is, or the CH and then dioxide. So I'm pretty sure it's DI. I can't think right now. So anyways, that concoction, and that comes next week sometime. And so I'm just going to start putting that in her water. But definitely the smell is her pee. And so I don't know. I mean, I've seen somebody say like 6 out of 6 animals get cancer. I saw some other doctors saying like a third of the animals all get cancer. It just is so crazy. It's like, when are people going to start thinking like, why are all the animals getting cancer? Well, it's obviously the goddamn environment, the food and shit. So, and these things, yeah, that's come out. That is, they want that's part of the program with pets or something. Is that, so they do that, I think, to kill them, traumatize us. Because I think that they can live a lot longer. Like that one lived 31 years, just living normal. Just being able to walk around, eat normal food and shit. So, anyways, I think it's a lot more intentional what they do. So and I had seen somebody say, you know, once the CA is at a certain point, it's just kind of like there's not a lot you can do. And it's so crazy because I was thinking about, well, if it's all parasites and shit, then what do they just create their own like world inside there where you can't even defeat them anymore? I don't know. So, but that's what Winston had, was something with kidney or bladder. That's their filter system. So anyways, and I gave her some, my mom has a Psych tea that I give her dogs and stuff. So she told me give some to Stella. So I gave her some of that too. And then I'm just gonna, I mean, all I can do is just do natural treatments, just the same as what I would do if it was me. I would just do natural treatments, which still no coughing. I'm telling you, that happy accident did something. And then it's like I had no idea how bad my lungs really were. Oh my God, I just can't even get over it. They're so dry now, and my breathing is so much more clear. Just clear my goddamn throat every 5 seconds. So anyways, so on that stuff, like I totally, there's studies on that Nick as a teen, him curing. And one of the things, the glioblastoma is has such good effects with some of these things, but there are doctors now. So his doctor, which also all of a sudden yesterday she was a female, and I was like, I don't know, there's something about it irritates me. Because it's like, is that what you're just doing whatever she says? Is she cute or something? Like, I don't know. Maybe she's an old hag and he just, you know, respects her mind or something. And so he's going to do whatever she said. But she said that, well, if you take that horse paste, that it is, everybody who's taking that, instead of dying from CA, they're dying from liver failure. And see, my mom's going through this. This is like where I would lose my, I was like, oh no, I can't even with this bullshit. Like you, go look at some studies. No, this is what our doctor said. Our doctor's smarter. Why should I look at anything? It's like, oh my fucking God, are you kidding me? God damn it. Swear to God, I cannot believe how passive the ignorance is in our fucking world sometimes. It's just like, no, I'm gonna look at it. They told me this, so I'm just gonna believe them. It's like, Jesus Christ. That was one thing too, when I was on Twitter, you know, where people kept saying, show me, prove it to me. You say this, but prove it. Show me the evidence and all that stuff. I said, go look for it. Like, fucking challenge yourself. Go look for shit. don't be dependent on somebody else showing you, show you this, show me that, show me this, show me that. And then as soon as you show them, they just argue with you. Oh, that's not real. I've been in so many arguments. I'm showing people stuff. It's like, you need to go out and do the research yourself. You need to go follow your own rabbit trail so that you can see for yourself. Trying to show somebody what you see is impossible. And so anyways, but that is like, it's bringing all of that stuff up to me, because no, can't use the Nick, because that causes the CA to grow faster, really. So the CHEMO that just caused it to grow faster, we're just, no, let's not talk about that. That's okay. So anyways, but, you know, chew a little gum and it's just going to blow up. It's just, forget about it. It's like, this is insane. And don't even look at any of the motherfucking states. And then the one who is, of course, Google pushes, the goddamn Cedars-Sinai, you motherfucking kidding me? Goddamn sellout motherfuckers. Like, some of these corporate fucking, oh yeah, and I saw somebody, I don't remember, and I think I had already seen some stuff about this and talked about before, but it seems to be getting more, it's building up steam, like the snowball is growing, it's going downhill. And this guy, I think he was Jewish, so he was talking about, what is it called, Judaism or something, that it is all created from the Z's. If you don't know what the Z's are, isn't that funny how it kind of sounds like disease? The Z's are Zionist. So those people, it seems like way back there was the Gnostics, which I think I am like in that philosophy, and then there was these Z's, and I don't know if they lived together at some point or what, but the Z's created this storyline and had to make up a group of people that were the victim. So they kind of made up this group of people and gave them a story and told them this was their history and stuff. But when you start going and looking, you find out like it's all just this group of people who made it up and then told these people. And I bet, you know, I knew, I mean, we got a lot, there's gonna be a lot that has to do with religion and stuff that's gonna be proven that it's all made up bullshit by these psychopaths. And whatever old stuff that has been passed forward, you know, old scrolls and stuff like that, that there's a lot of stuff hidden. So we're not getting the whole story. And if you take one storyline from one place and like they're trying to make it all link in a linear fashion, and it's just like during that time period, during that age, you know, there's scrolls or something that talked about what went on. And there is supposedly prophecy and stuff, but that has been throughout. But also the Revelations apparently was written more, not that long ago, I guess, is what I heard. And so it wasn't written, it's not off the scrolls or whatever. It seems like, to me, it's like, kind of like that they got the looking glass. They saw what was going to go down, so they could put it inside a book so that they could make it look like the mystery of their magic or something. Like, oh, see, this is for real. It's like, I don't know. Because, but it could be that there's a certain prophecy and stuff, and maybe they've gotten it from other things, and they've put it in there. I don't know. I know that this is this time of change. This is the end of an era. This is the end of an age. And everything in the cosmos is telling us, like, in the energy changing, you just got to think of the natural effect of, like, the pendulum swinging this way, and it's got to swing back. It can't, where's it going to go? So it's got to swing back. And that's what we're in. We're in this time where it's swinging back. So the where it swung is it went way into dark. So it swung way into darkness. And that's why so much darkness could play out, because it swung into it. So it's almost like we pulled it too. So we pulled it, but if we, the souls, pulled it in the dark direction, it was for experience. So it was in order to experience. And so now it's swinging back, and there's repercussions to how far things swing, and there's consequences. So now we're in the swinging back. And that's why, to me, you know, you got to let go of shit. You got to heal stuff, because it's in motion. You're holding on back here. It's going to hurt because you can't stop this from moving. It's moving in a new direction. And I don't know if it's already started. Like, there's definitely so much weird shit. And there's tons of like these energy things on the planet. And there's tons of energy and chaos out there. And so many people are having to deal with so many different things. Like, my mom's definitely having to, and she's handling it way better than me. She's just like letting go. And I would be like, oh, you got to do more. You got to do more. You got to look into things more. And there's so much resistance. And especially when it comes to me, because I'm the fruitcake, you know, the hippie weirdo who, I don't know. I mean, I know how I was looked at from the time I was a kid. I was, you know, lived in a fantasy. I was not logical. I just followed my impulses or my gut or whatever, which people thought was the weirdest thing. People thought that was so freaking weird. It'd be like, well, what are you doing that for? I don't know, because it feels like I'm supposed to. Well, that does that. Think about it. Be logical. It's like, you spend time being logical. I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to go with how I feel on the inside. I'm not going to talk myself out of it. And so anyways, you know, I would assume that reputation just carried forth. It's just so weird, though, you know, like I had said to my mom, isn't it weird how you have, like, how are we from the same, like, there's 4 kids and I'm this oddball, and how is it that we're so different? But it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be that way. And a part of it to me is when you're in the one side of it. So when you're swinging over here in the dark, when you're the oddball, you got to, you know, carry yourself through life. You're your own life preserver. You're the one who has to get up even when it's hard. And you feel like, you know, nobody understands you. People are out to get you. And you go talk to a counselor or something, and you're paranoid, get them some meds, you know. But, so when it swung out way out there, you know, they were oddball. Now it's going to swing back, and then the tables are going to turn. It's going in a different direction. So what was weird and odd before is about to become, you know, the unseen. It's like, well, and it's so weird too. It's because it's like everybody had these opportunities to see something that they couldn't see. But then it's like the light of the world is going to shine on it so that they can see it more clearly. And then it's going to give them a new perspective. And it's all to get people to be more in connection with their soul, with themselves and stuff. Because for so long in this godless fucking world, that if you were attached to the Holy Spirit, which so many people think they are through religion, but it is a deceiver. It's not, you're not even attaching to, it depends on how you attach yourself, how much you trust yourself and your own connection to the spiritual world, and how much of it you go through them. And so, because it can be varying degrees. Like I said, there's going to be some people, when religion starts falling apart, they're going to be like, yeah, but I know there's a God. I've been talking to him. And it's like, yeah, but you go through yourself. You can't go through them, because there's other people who just go through them, and it's just a storyline, and it's artificial and fake. And then all the people are artificial and fake. And there's people who pretend to be good people who are horrible people. It's people that just put on nice clothes and they're dress up and put on a happy face, and they're monsters. So, in a great place to hide is in a place where everybody just looks at you like you're a good person. Look at you, love God. God loves you, and so it's a deceiver, that whole thing. And so, but when you are really, and I was seeing, when you're really connected into the spiritual realm, then people, even religious people, think you're weird. You're talking to the devil, you're a weirdo, you're crazy, you're going to hell because you're not, attached to Jesus and stuff. So it's a whole thing. But that's where, the lights are going to come on for so many people, but it's so that they can all connect for themselves. They just got to see it to believe it, and they don't understand it. And before, there was just the crowd was so indoctrinated in this other way, and there was only certain people who, I don't know, had the strength to not conform to the I have a whole bunch of words coming in my mind. Normal, collective, the culture, the basic society and stuff that could stand on their own and be like, I don't know what's up with you guys, but, and so, there was a lot of things that were weird, like things that would happen to me, and people would always, you need to get even and stuff. It's like the universe takes care of that. I'm not gonna entangle myself further. Like the universe comes in and settles things. It decides, it's by natural order. It's not picking favorites. It's the energy and how the energy moves. And I'm not going to get into this entanglement of getting even back and forth. Like, there's better things to do out there. And so those are entanglements. I think of like these karmic entanglements where you go back and forth, hurting one another. And so it's best to, when somebody hurts you, let karma balance it out for you. Let the natural order of things, don't stay tangled in the mess. And then you are part of it. Just let go is my way of doing it. And so, anyways, that is a strange thing to people. Then there's lots of strange things where people would look at you and think, well, you're just weird. But it was like the consensus of the crowd. Like, they were all in agreement over what's normal and what's not normal. But that's what's about to change. What people think of as being normal is about to change. So all of us weirdo, abnormal, spiritual, like, I don't know, because there's the fake spirituality, but then, the ones who really focus on life through your spirit and understand, like, you are your spirit. And I don't know, it's all different levels of what you can understand about this place and stuff. Like, even the understanding of it being a game, that's just a level. Understanding of it being an illusion, that's just a level. I don't know where the top level is. To me, it just seems like, it's just a place where we just come to experience ourselves, to expand the universe and stuff, and we play along with whatever is being presented. And right now, it's just this time of change. It's like a redirection. And so it's the ending of one thing and the beginning of another, but there is this bridge to get from one side to the next because they are extremely different. Yeah, it was making me see that movie I was watching. It was called The Gorge, which down in the gorge, like I had said, was a science experiment. And so there was creatures, and the government was trying to make sure to keep the experiment going. They needed to keep these creatures going because that's what they do. And so then they had these soldiers come out there who have to man the gorge. And so there's one on each side. And this one point, there was a girl and a guy, and they wanted to make contact. And so that's kind of what the movie's about. But the bridge to get there, and what he did, he kind of created a thing, shot something over there, I think, and then swung over or something. I don't remember. But anyways, that's what we're at, is this bridge over to the other side. And it is these distinct sides. And it is a lot of darkness and unknown as you go across, because you're facing the demons. You're facing the demons inside of you, because without having the awareness that you have this dark side, it gives the dark side, yeah, kind of like the dogs. God, I was so pissed. It was, I think I don't know what I did. Maybe I went to go walk the other group of dogs or whatever. Whatever, these two little bitch ass hellhounds, they got into my bag of yarn. I come in and I'm like, what the hell is this? And they're so excited. Look what we've done. We've just decorated the whole house with all your yarn. I was like, are you motherfucking kidding me? But every motherfucking time I turn my back, these two little bitches go crazy. There's got to be something they can tear up. And so it's kind of like that. You know how when nobody's looking, shit is getting tore up. People think that they can just tear shit up. And so but now, yeah, that's funny too, yeah, because it is like the clouds is showing you, the clouds are watching you. But I'm not scared of that, because I was told ever since I was little that we were being watched. So that doesn't freak me out, because I've known we're being watched. And I've always thought, like, you can tell. I will always be like, you know, just stand in there washing the dishes in the sink and tell me you don't feel like somebody's watching you. Like, there's just certain things you can be doing. It's like, fuck, somebody's watching me. I know somebody's watching me. But especially when I would be doing something in front of the window, like washing dishes or something, I'd always feel like somebody's watching me. But there is. You're being watched all the time. And the clouds are watching us now. And it's so funny, too, is like, because the clouds are kind of like a beard or something for a kind of a spirit or a energy or something. Because even the other day, I don't know if I already said this, but it was totally clear. And so I was sitting there thinking, I thought it was supposed to be cloudy today or something. And so I went on to look, and it said it was going to be sunny all day, but around 3 or 4, it was going to get cloudy. And so I was like looking at the sky. I'm thinking, where are the clouds coming from? Because it's fucking just blue everywhere. Clear blue sky. And then around 3 or 4, right when they had said, it came in like 100 planes, just started blowing that shit. And clouds came in just unnaturally as hell. But I just was like, they scheduled it. They fucking scheduled it. Like, it's going to get, we're just going to let y'all know it's going to get cloudy around 3 or 4, because we're going to be up there making it cloudy. It's like, this is absurd, man. So absurd. Some of this stuff is so ridiculous, I just can't even believe. Like, it's so weird. And then you still have all these people who just play along, just go along, just stuck in this 3-dimensional, like, I don't even understand what it is like in there to only be able to see in such limitation. Like, I'm so curious how this is going to play out with my brother. Like, this is a storyline, you know, where it's like, man, what is going to go? Because my mom said he doesn't see him all that bad. Like, he's paralyzed on the one side, so he can't use the one side. He has problems talking and keeping all his words, but that can be from the brain injury, because I had a problem with that in the beginning. I had such a problem with words, and after strokes and stuff, people do. So and sometimes, you know, they'll have it and they'll stay having it. It's why, you know, I mean, you don't, I'm not going to say like that I have no problems with my brain injury of the things I had. I still have some, but it gets better. you can make things better by taking care of yourself and letting your body heal and grow and everything. So, anyways, it's only been a couple years, so his words and stuff could get more improved as time goes. But a lot of people don't see that. They don't, and the doctors don't say shit. When I had mine, the doctors were like, well, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. You may end up in a nursing home. We don't know if it's going to get way worse on it. Like, they don't tell you. And well, you could take this. And I didn't take anything. It was like an Alzheimer's pill, I think. And then the one doctor told me, well, try and learn a language, because then you keep your pathways going by learning something. So I did different things, word games and stuff. I didn't learn a language. But anyways, I did, work on pathways or whatever. But I swear to God, working on my health, I think the minerals, I swear to God, I put everything on the minerals. And just increasing the minerals has just gave my body the ability to heal, I think. And I'm sure it still is healing. But anyways, so he's paralyzed on one side. He has a problem with the talking. So he just sits inside all the time. My mom even was like, well, let's go outside, go sit outside. And he's like, why? It's like, go sit in the sunshine, get some sunshine. It'll make you feel better. And he's like, no, I'm good. It's like, there's things that you can do. I just saw a video where somebody said this woman who was diagnosed with the CA, and only change she made was she started drinking a lot of water. And it just went away. So, anyways, you gotta do stuff. You gotta be more intentional in taking care of yourself and not so dependent, because this dependence thing is gonna blow up in people's face, and you just don't know, is it gonna be in the hereafter that they're gonna see it, or is it gonna happen in this storyline that we're watching play out? So I don't know, because things could switch. Like, today's 17. So, man, all of a sudden some could go down, and they could bring in the med beds, and then all these sick people are going to get a whole new vision over their whole thing. It's just going to get a complete shift. So we'll see, how things continue to play out. It's hard to know, but I know that the abrupt shift can go really quick, and it is such a dependency that the medical has created. Like, all these different people, not just him, like, there's so many people that are just completely dependent on this medical thing and believe whatever the doctor's saying. I don't know what's wrong with some of these doctor yahoos, why they just, oh no, don't take that. Like I said, my mama said, well, if he passes, then and the truth comes out, like, it's already come out, but I don't know when it's, what is mainstream anymore? Like, fuck, man. So when the truth is more, in the collective mainstream, where, everybody knows it, I guess. And then they find out that this stuff that he was told was going to do him in was really saving people. And then he goes, are they going to have a lawsuit towards these doctors? And one thing too is with him, he just sits there. He's got a whole setup too. It's this whole fucking setup. He's got this wheelchair. He's got this whole thing. So he sits on the couch or in a chair or something, and he's got this big thing where he just sits and does these fucking elaborate puzzles. My mom took a picture of him and showed like this puzzle, like 1,000-piece puzzles of like. The one I think was something like a map of a globe or something. The whole thing spread out. I don't know. It was something where I was like, "Fuck, man." That means obviously his brain's working for something. He's sitting there doing that, and she said he doesn't seem sick. One thing is like he's eating a lot of junk, which that's the lifestyle change you got to make. You can't just indulge in the junk. You need to be more mindful over the healthy nutrients, and fasting is a huge thing with the people with There's a lot of people who started fasting who had CA, and it dries it up because it doesn't, it's like you're not feeding the beast inside, and so it dies. And so the CA goes away. And so there's good effects there. All these different things have had good effects, but then the people who are just stuck in the middle, because my mom was like, well, why is his doctor not put him on a certain kind of diet? Why is she not saying anything about his weight gain and stuff? Because they're a bunch of fucking yahoos. Because they don't really give a fuck about your goddamn health. All they want is the fucking kickback. They don't give a fuck. They got a trip planned to Bermuda. They're going golfing next weekend. They don't give a shit. So it's like so irritating, and these people just keep on trusting them and trusting them. That one girl, I see her on YouTube all the time, and I swear to God, she's like, she wants to wear low-cut things just to show the motherfucking scar. She just, everything leading up to this, her open heart surgery, all those stuff, you know, focus on my sickness, focus on my health, focus on this and stuff. And to me, it's like, you get diagnosed with some heart stuff, go fucking get some dandelion tea, start trying to figure out what's going wrong, start eating right, start exercising. You got to get clean blood. You got to oxygenate your blood. How you oxygenate your blood is fucking exercise. And so you got to do something to oxygenate your blood, to get good blood going through, which is going to help your filter system. You got to keep your filter system clean. It's like, you know how to work on cars? Then treat yourself like a vehicle, and, you know, do some maintenance. And so, on the, sometimes I feel like I'm just, but what was I talking about? So you got to do maintenance. You got to keep up. Oh yeah, because, so then she was talking all about she's getting this open heart surgery. It was like, there is no motherfucking way. Holy hell, I don't give a shit what they come and tell me. You come and tell me I've got a blockage and I'm gonna fucking die. Okay, see ya. I'm not fucking going in and letting them cut in and clearing my blockages. I know somebody else who just had the blockage clearing. Oh, well, it was 95%. And what's crazy even too is that they are really healthy, like a healthy lifestyle, but they also had some interventions. And so the interventions that override your healthy lifestyle at some point. So you got to really be detoxed, because there's some doctors who have really come up with some solutions that they believe is clearing out that medicine. So you can really get clear on that by doing some of these different detox things, you know. So, and the whole thing is keeping yourself clean, cleaning it up mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, mind, body, spirit, is cleaning your shit up, man. Cleaning out the garage, taking care of yourself. So anyways, so she got her surgery, and then I kept seeing her videos kept popping up while she was in the hospital, and then there was drama with the hospital. Like, okay, well, I didn't see that coming. Like, everybody who's dependent in some way on something is gonna have drama. It's the universe pushing you to be like, is this really what you want to do? Is this okay? Is this how you like it? You like it this way? You like it? I've just got like a pervy thing in my mind. So anyways, then and now I keep seeing her videos. It's like, I don't know. It's just like coming at, like, I don't know, just like be cutesy and stuff, but make sure everybody sees this dramatic scar. Let's talk about it, because look at what I've gone through. Look how sick I am. Look what I've got. And it's so attention seeking. People just don't realize, like I keep saying, I could see through it for so long. This diagnoses, look at what I've got. Look what I'm dealing with. Look how sick I am. You know, it's like a badge of honor. Everybody wants their diagnoses so they can tell everybody about their sickness and what they're going through. And it's like, well, for one thing, fucking 95% of the people have got some sickness. And so, to me, it's just like purposely going to keep trying to show it for attention or something. I don't know. It just seems so weird. And but that is such a big thing in our society, is victim mentality, and this everybody's so excited to have a diagnosis, and we live in fear of the flu. It could get you. And I don't know. It's wacky. Wherever I was the other day, where was it? Oh, it was the grocery store. Half the motherfucking girls bringing that shit up was all dolled up with their. I was like, what? Do we got another thing going on? Or is this just still this dependency? Like, you really think this is saving you? It's like, oh my God, our society really showed the holes. By 2020, when the pressure was on, it was like fucking scatter. It fell apart, and it really showed the dependency. But when you look at dependency, there's a sadness to it, because it's like a needing to be accepted as a part of the crowd, needing to be, just like all these people who want to take away their uniqueness and go into a generic part of their face, which I was thinking about this too, because who was it? Oh yeah, it was Angelina Jolie. Because I was thinking, when she came on the scene and she had these big giant lips and stuff, and all the girls, everybody wanted big giant lips. Everybody, I even got lip injections one time, and my daughter said, "You look so weird." And so, anyways, I've never done it again, and now I know, like, God's damn fucking poison. So, anyways, everybody goes in to try and do this. There's people putting, what is that stuff called? Silicone in their lips, putting surgery, all sorts of stuff to get these ginormous lips. And so then you got tons and tons of people who have these ginormous, giant lips, and where they look swollen or something. They don't look, I mean, it looks so unnatural. And, but I was like, it kind of takes away from her and her unique feature of being like, that's what she looks like. Then it's like all these duplicates, all these people trying to copy it. So then it kind of takes away her thing. And I was thinking, yeah, that is because this cheekbone thing, and I suffered with the giant cheeks growing up. But then as you age, then I don't know, this shape is more preferred to have the bigger cheeks. But growing up, it was like freaky looking. But it also, if I was growing up in Eastern Europe, I would have looked, I think, completely like everybody else. But over here, it was a different kind of face shape where I was. And so all these people now who were going and getting it done into their cheeks and stuff, getting these implants and stuff and trying to make this face shape, it turns like it's like a joke or something. Like they would start looking ridiculous, then you start feeling like I look as ridiculous as them, and this is my regular old face. And so I don't know, there's just something weird about it. It's like we're supposed to all just look like our regular face. We're not supposed to go and try and do and cut up parts and take parts from other people and stuff, because then it's like it's just too common. It's too generic. And so we need to learn to just appreciate our own uniqueness, our own weird features, our own things that, probably that you didn't like about yourself when you were younger. But then you got to kind of grow into liking it and appreciating yourself. And don't forget, like, you could go someplace else and everybody had that same feature that you don't like. And then you could be like, oh, well, that looks good. I'm glad I got this one, because now I just fit in so well over here. Everybody's got like this same kind of Roman nose or whatever. And so anyways, I think so much has to do with us learning how to appreciate ourselves and accept ourselves and stuff. But there is a weird thing. It's not just like these people looking generic, but it's also like robbing this person from their own uniqueness. It's like we're all trying to copy it. So then it's all of a sudden their thing is like, I don't know. I think you get what I'm saying. But anyways, I was thinking about that yesterday. I mean, it's because all these ladies with these ginormous lips, and I was thinking that it all started with Angelina Jolie, and then but that totally does start taking away, because it's like everybody's got these giant lips now. So anyways, let me think, what else? Because now she started with the whining now through me. So, features, learning how to love ourselves, learning how to accept our own faces, learning how to not hide who we are, not be dependent on other people, because the dependency is going to come up as really being something that's going to bother people when they have the thing and they realize, like, you know, why was I trusting this? Why was I so dependent? Why wasn't I looking at this? Why wasn't I doing more for myself? But you don't know what everybody is here to experience. So you don't know, you know, and all these storylines, like, is he going to stay or is he going to go? But, you know, if he goes, you know, I mean, I know I'll see him again. You know, I know that this isn't an ending like that. This is totally just like, you know, that they just go in another room, you see him later. It's not like you never see him again. So, but his daughter was asking my mom, like, if I was going to be coming. I think she just said, well, she would like to, but I just feel like I would be bringing in a bad energy, kind of, because it's like, you got to try this, you got to try that, and then it's going against everything and everyone in that house. And so it's like, I don't know, it's not my place right now, and I don't feel like I can go and pretend to be different, pretend like, you know, it's all okay to not know that there's more out there. I don't know. It really puts you in these weird situations, these weird predicaments where it's like you got to understand yourself and question. You're like, well, where do you stop being you and conform and just be like, oh yeah, well, it's okay, you can just die off, even though, you know, it's like, I feel like if he had the awareness of some of this stuff, that he would be doing it. But there's something else going on. There's some other kind of dependency. There's something he's trying to escape from life or something. There's something, but that is everybody. It's not just him. This is just life right now. But there's going to be this huge jump into us really realizing the control that we have over our own health and the benefits and stuff, because it's all been a part of their storyline to keep us sick and to keep us all open to letting them cut us open and crap. What was it? There was a video I had just seen, and it was someplace, and it wasn't a mortuary. Oh, which I did just see, a grave digger. And he said that the other day there was, they were putting one in or something, and he said it started to fall or something, and they had to catch it and pick it back up and put it on thing. And he's like, it was very light. I don't understand. It was very light. It's like, well, the human trade is the biggest market out there. So, yeah, anybody who thinks that they've got their people inside of these caskets, I think it's whack. No, they're selling that shit. And they are, and I bet you, if you went in there and you opened it up, you would also probably see it wasn't all, especially the ones that say are closed. When they have that open casket, it would all depend on the service. But they do have a time where they do take the casket in the back to go load it into the thing. They don't walk through. That's when everybody leaves the funeral parlor room part where the service was. And they all kind of walk out in the hall, greeting one another, talking about how sad. And then, those dogs are up. And then, sometimes there's these sounds where it sounds like someone's talking. It really creeps me the fuck out. So they do take them in the back. They could do a quick change operation, give a casket that looks like the other one, but it's kind of bare bones inside. It's nothing, you know, all their fancy shit. So your person can lay in silk and satin forever. And And I think that they are empty. And there's, I think this was another mortuary or something where it was another place that they've gone in and found that they were sewing people together. There was all sorts of parts missing, all sorts of weird ass shit. Putting man's heads on women's bodies, women's heads on men's bodies, putting different colored parts on people and stuff. These people are wacky, man. And all selling this stuff. And the guy in the secret space program thing, he said that they have these like big, like a train, like a flatbed train thing. He said just full of bodies, and they take them and they give them to somebody's supper. I'm not sure. If they just wheel up to some reptilian crowd and here the $5 or whatever. I don't know how it goes, but I don't know. You just got to put the things together, the things you believe yourself. I do think that there's weird shit going on like that, though. I mean, we've got people disappearing. I for sure don't think, even when they had some of these floods, well, the caskets are out. Well, where's the people? There's all these caskets out. Well, shouldn't we have just dead people all laying all over the place? So, I don't know. I think that there's so much shady shit out there. And there's going to be so much to wake up to. Just the whole way of, like, making us sick and then paying to dispose of the bodies and shit. Like, there's just so much weird shit in this place. So, anyways, I should just wrap it up because Stella is going to start. I've got to go up and do them. It does make the day go fast, boy. But no way would I'm good with the 3 to 1 is plenty. Like, and especially another thing too I was thinking about, because I had, like, Winston was sick for a year with his cancer, and so I had to take care of him. And then Stella has been sick since she was little. Like, we have been dealing with her illness for ever since she was little. So I've been taking care long term of sickness, especially with hers, man. We've gone through so many things. So, anyways, I don't even know why. I was just thinking about that the other day when we were talking about people needing to be taken care of as they got sick or old or whatever. And I started thinking, I've taken care of dogs, but I haven't had any people. My dad was sick for a while, but he was sick my whole life. I swear to God, he started being a liver failure when he was like 40 years old. I don't remember really when it was, but yeah, his liver failure started long time ago. His drug problem, then he was in the hospitals. Guys, he was living like a homeless guy for a while. It was so crazy because he lived so rich for a while, and then I don't know what happened, because I think he was definitely involved with some shady shit. So here she comes. Let's get a little gander at that little lady. Where is she? So I'm trying to show. Anyways, so we can look at my hair and see how that's doing. Definitely is growing. God, I'm so excited. I hate it when all my hair, like I'll comb my hair and it's like, oh fuck, what's happening to my hair? So anyways, I'm so glad more hair is growing. And I'll see this. And that's my tooth. So anyways, all my morning ramble. So just remember, because I swear to God, the main thing, like, it is our own growth, our own learning. Like, every experience, the experience with my brother, with my mom, being here, all these, with the goddamn cricket, all our experiences are for a reason, and they are, so trying to look at the deeper side, the deeper meaning of what is going on in your life is the spiritual side. This three-dimensional side is very superficial, it's misled, it's misrepresented, and so it's the side that you want to kind of let go of more, but it's very invasive. Like, you have to figure it out for yourself. You have to find it for yourself. But there's a deeper meaning to living and life, and definitely a deeper meaning as to what's going on here on the planet right now. And so to me, it is super importantly, all the things playing out is for you to see yourself, to think about things, to witness yourself, to acknowledge different things, like things that before my mom even left, things going here, it was like brought up things like from my childhood. It just made me look at so many things. And now the stuff going on with my brother, I keep thinking, what is it? Why am I so bothered that he doesn't want to try everything? You know, like, if he's tired and he's ready to go, he has that right to go. And why am I feeling so much like, you know, you got to do more, you got to do more? But I think it is, I don't know. You know, I've got to let go of it. I can't push what I feel on somebody else, but I definitely, I'll be glad when everybody knows this stuff, where it's not just this weirdo, fringe, alternative medicine people, that, that more people understand, like, you can save yourself, you know, and so much has to do with our mindset and stuff. So anyways, but all of the things, all of the stuff is expanding now. Everything is flipping and turning. And so then everything's happening fast, and you don't know, you know, what's going to be, you know, somebody can be dying one minute and they can be living the next minute. So we just gotta just watch how things just play out, and just notice how it affects you, but always look at you. Just like, I can't go in and fix him, I can't go in and fix his wife and make her see what I see, I can't make him see what I see. And I've got to just sit back and allow them to see what they see, and go at their own pace, at their own thing, and not know what the universe is bringing next. You know, could be bringing some big hard lessons. And so, the big hard lessons are going to be the expansion, to see more, to see that you were seeing in limitation, and all of a sudden the story is going to become much bigger. And to me, it's like you just keep looking at one side of the coin, then all of a sudden you're going to see, like, oh, there's two sides, there's another side, I didn't even see it. And that's going to be, but it's going to be very intense, because of the deepness of what holds the people back and from seeing stuff. So anyways, it's going to be very explosive, mind shattering, mind opening kind of shit that's going to go. That's the awakening. That's that mind opening. So anyways, just, you know, working on yourself is the main thing, because this is about sovereignty. It is about you elevating yourself. It's about you growing up, becoming the master of self. And so, you know, it starts with in the beginning. It starts with you learning how to love yourself, and then learning how to love everybody else, letting everybody have their free will, letting them be in their own experience, and let them experience what they're here to experience. Quit trying to step on top of their toes, like what I'm trying to do. So I gotta let go and let God, let it all happen, let it play out. So just remember, focus on loving yourself, loving everybody, and how to have a loving day, because it's totally up to you. So anyways, we'll talk about it again tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.